How's it going, everybody? This is my first attempt at doing a ranking video, and I wanted to start with something simple like The Walking Dead, the original TV series, all the characters. And I will say right off the bat that a lot of these pictures, I don't remember who they are. They might have just been, on an episode or two. There's been 11 seasons, so it's really easy to, forget a lot of who these people are, especially when I watch, Fear the Walking Dead as well. I haven't seen World Beyond yet. But, I just wanted to, do this video as we're nearing the end of the Walking Dead TV series. We just have one more, partial season to go. So let me start with all the people first that I don't recognize or remember. So let's see. I'm just going to put them down in D. Now, you might give me a lot of crap for some of these people. I mean, I sort of remember who they are, sort of not. You know what I mean? I just, sometimes it's tough just looking at this tiny little picture, and a lot of people I can name by name, but there's a lot of characters I just do not recognize. I don't know who the hell that guy is. I mean, I feel like such an idiot for not remembering. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to get all these like random characters just kind of out of the way that I just do not remember. Let's see. They just kind of came and went. I don't know who that guy is. Some of these, photos, I mean, I'm not good with tiny little pictures. No, I think she was kind of more important. Let's see. This is really tough. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever done a video like this, but I figured it would just be really fun to just give it a shot. I was watching Katie O'Shaughnessy. She's someone I follow on YouTube. Really hilarious. She does a lot of great Walking Dead recaps and Fear the Walking Dead. And she made a really great one where she ranked everybody from the entire Walking Dead universe. And I thought that was awesome. I definitely think there's a lot of characters that are missing in this thing. I'm just using kind of like someone else's template. But once I get a little more comfortable with doing these, I like to do more. But I'm just using like a basic template. So a lot of these people I don't remember or recognize by name or whatever, but let's see. I'm going to put him down here by default because we remember him from, Alexandria and stuff. All right, so let me see if I could go through. I'll just try to go through now, the pictures in order and see what I got here. Let me see if I could get this a little more to fit. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Looks a little better. All right, so this guy I think was from the hospital. I think this is Noah, I think. I want to give him A because he didn't get enough screen time at all. All right, this is Dog. I think Dog needs to go in the S section. C and her twisted sister, definitely C or D, but they had a little bit of importance, like they weren't completely, like just forgettable characters or whatever. She was a little psycho. We remember her. That's Lizzie, look at the flowers. And some of these guys, they just kind of look like dicks, and I don't really remember what, relevance they were in the show. And one of these pictures kind of looks like Henry and then Henry again. I don't know, like two pictures of Henry. I mean, obviously it's got to be different, but like I said, I'm going to try to go in order. All right, so obviously this is Connie. Connie is an essential character for me, absolutely. She is so great. This wolf dickhead, I'm going to put him in C. I hated the wolves. I mean, I think we all did or do. They were just terrible. Morgan, he's a hit or miss. Honestly, there's two sides to Morgan. There's all life is precious Morgan, and I will kill everything that stands in my way. I guess clear Morgan, we could say. You know what I'm saying? He is such a complicated character. I want to say A. because I know, when you went over to Fear the Walking Dead, everything's like different there, but a pretty important character, just really polarizing, like just kind of like 1 week, he was this, the next week he was that. All right. As Katie said in her video, Queen, you know where you're going. Sadiq did not get enough, love or screen time. He's awesome. He was just a great character. Obviously, because, no spoilers. If you're watching this, you've seen, hopefully you're caught up to The Walking Dead. Carl basically died because he brought Sadiq into the group. So he was accidentally bit when he got Sadiq. So crazy stuff. He's definitely an essential character. He definitely should have lasted longer. I don't remember who this guy is. Forgive me. I'm going to put him in C. I just can't, pinpoint the face. There's so many characters. This is obviously Jesus. I want to say he's essential, but he didn't, he kind of got less essential, in the later seasons. But I always liked his character. I thought he was cool. I always forget her name. She was Enid, right? Yes. Enid, I want to kind of put her in B because in general she's always gotten on my nerves. She's kind of like a partial love interest, with Carl, but just never anything just kind of blossomed. She was just kind of always annoying and really spoiled. And the last season with Glenn. This dude is obviously a savior and he's a prick, so we're gonna put him in C. Obviously we gotta put him up here. I mean, come on. The whole show wouldn't exist without Andrew Lincoln, Rick Grimes. Dwight, hated him at first. Hated him. Grew to love him, especially when he was trying to help Daryl when he was stuck in, Sanctuary, eating dog food with that crazy pop song, played over and over and over again. I would say probably A. I always forget his name. Not Dwight. Oh God, what the hell is this guy's name? I forget. I would say B. I mean, I never found him insanely essential. God, I forget his name. I'm sorry. I'm just totally blanking. And I could obviously Google, just like Katie did, said in her video, but, sometimes you just wing it, fuck it, God, what is his name? I forget. I just, he was cool in the first season or two, I just didn't, Dale, that's his name, right? Yeah. I just didn't feel like he was like a huge, I don't think he was super important. I think he was just the guy that provided the RV, because I think the RV was his in season 1 and 2 or whatever. Cool guy, but, I don't know. She's awesome, but, obviously a lot less screen time lately. Rosita, I would say, I wouldn't call her essential. She's also gotten a lot of crappy screen time recently. This looks like Merle. Never liked Merle. I'm going to put him in B. This, I believe, is Rick's love interest of Alexandria. I guess you could go in B. No, that's not. That's Sherry. She, Dwight's girl. Yeah, I mean, if Dwight's an A, she's an A, whatever. It's kind of an important, tie-in to Negan and everything. And this woman, oh God, I forget. Oh my God. She's got the brother, I forget her name, but she's got the brother, who's at, the Commonwealth. She's pretty cool. Maybe not A, maybe B. I'm not sure. We all love Jerry. Jerry's a sweetie. But I mean, regarding importance, like what does he really do? He's just kind of in a few scenes smiling, helping Ezekiel. Maybe B. I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Always loved Tara. Definitely a boss kind of character. I would say A. I don't know. I always liked her, especially with the Oceanside stuff. Just like Katie said in her her Walking Dead video, they did him dirty in the recent seasons and episodes. He was like an ex-savior who stayed at Hilltop, after the Savior War. And, like he kind of became a good dude, and they just did him dirty. That's Alden, I think his name is. So, in season 2, we were introduced to this wonderful man. I would probably say he's essential, but maybe A. Always loved Herschel. He is just he's the best. I don't know. Ex-alcoholic, trying to just like raise his family in this crazy zombie apocalypse, but he was so great, and I hated his death so much. This guy, I think his name's Spencer. He was like a spoiled little guy. I think the son of Alexandria's mayor. I'd put him in C. Obviously Glenn, essential. I mean, come on. Andrea, never liked her. Always thought she was making the stupidest decisions in every single episode. I want to put her in B, maybe even C. I just, partnering up with the governor and just kind of like being confused about who she liked and who she wanted. I just never thought she was a badass. I think in the first season she never wanted to learn how to shoot a gun because her sister, she was trying to take care of her sister and just like was against guns or something. I forget. It was just really weird. Probably B or C with her. I believe this is the cannibal from Terminus. Again, anybody that's shitty or just somebody that I just could care less about, we're gonna put down there. I forget his name, Gareth maybe, I don't remember. This asshole savior was the worst. I'm gonna put him in C. I remember he was just cocky and just like I think he was the guy that was doing a lot of the dealings with Ezekiel at the kingdom. Hated that guy. Shane, I know, definitely polarizing with Shane. I hated him always. I don't know. I just, Rick's partner, but like, what the hell other purpose did he serve? He was Rick's partner. I mean, I would even put him down in C. He's just an asshole, cocky. Obviously the whole Lori situation, I don't know. Just not a cool character. Just total ass. I was pretty sad when this one died. She was cool. She was the first proper doctor that they found. She was like a nursing student or something. And I think she was really helpful with Alexandria, especially when Carl's eye got shot out. She was the one who, saved his life. So I would say she's pretty important, if not A. Negan, obviously, such a complex character, hated him at first. Hated season 7, hated the Abraham Glenn scenes. I knew he had a lot of depth to him, but man, he was hateable and just like evil at first, you know what I mean? Just really like painful. All that stuff was just painful, but he has come such a long way. Again, the depths of his character, amazing. I don't remember who this guy is, so I'm gonna kind of put him down here. He looks vaguely familiar. This is, Connie's sister. She's cool. I wouldn't consider her as essential as Connie, but what makes me afraid in recent seasons is it looks like she's going deaf too. I don't know if it's like a genetic thing or whatever, but she definitely seems like she's run into some issues. I love her and her slingshot. She's like the only slingshot, character that uses a slingshot as a weapon. I would probably put her on A. I love how they do the sign language, and I think it's awesome. Forget who this guy is. I'm going to put him down here. I know he obviously looks pretty important. I just forget who he is. Eastman, definitely. This is a character that Katie left out in her video. But Eastman is like essential. I mean, if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have the Morgan stuff. Like Morgan the way he is. Like All Life is Precious, which a lot of people think is really annoying. But that episode was one of the best episodes of The Walking Dead, period. Eastman is the best. Beta, I guess A. Liked him, just a little too psycho for my taste. I don't remember who this girl is. She looks vaguely familiar. I don't remember. Little badass. I would say she's pretty essential, though not in recent episodes. But she's so important. Just like Katie said, we saw her from the womb to the little badass that she's become, and her entire family leaves. Rick, Michonne, everybody. The only person she has left is RJ, her brother. And she's got to take on, a motherly figure, just like Katie said. Daryl and her are like super tight, just have this like awesome bond. And I love Judith. She is the best. This dickhead, I'm going to put him in A. God, cocky son of a bitch, man. Just like a Negan wannabe. Definitely caused some issues, throughout the show, just in every possible way. I think this is one of the guys that was picking on Judith or something, so fuck him, I think. Or Henry or somebody. I don't know. He's giving Carl shit. He just looks like one of those kids who's just kind of causing trouble, and I know that he was fucking with somebody. I don't remember. This looks like Henry, younger Henry, kind of dug him. Older, cocky, looking for a fight Henry. I don't know, man. I would probably put him in C. He's not even Carol and Ezekiel's kid, but I know Carol kind of took him on as a son, like a mother figure, for him, training him. But he just made some stupid choices a lot and got himself in trouble a lot. He kind of got on my nerves like a lot in the Kingdom seasons. Maggie, obviously, I don't want to say she's essential. I think she used to be, but I definitely want to possibly put her down in A. There's so much that we missed while she was gone, and she was a total badass up to a point. I don't know, and she's just holding on this grudge, with Negan and stuff like that, and I get it, but at the same time, I think she might finally be kind of like getting over it a little bit, moving on a little. I don't know. I definitely don't see her as an essential character. She used to be, but not for a while. This guy, as Katie mentioned, he was like doing some other movies or something. I would love to see him in more stuff. I'll put him in B. The music teacher of Alexandria, you know what I mean? Just a cool guy. He was playing guitar with Alden when everybody was killed by Alpha, in the one, at the end of the one season, or, whatever episode that was. So sad. Hate this son of a bitch with every ounce of my being. I want to put him in D because I don't even understand any of the point of anything he was doing. He was crazy. He was a narcissist. He was an asshole. Greedy, stupid, annoying. I hate the governor. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I don't understand any purpose of his ass. I can't stand him. Lori, the worst parent of all time. Let's put her in C. Carl, don't go far. Where's Carl? Oh, Carl's, fighting a walker. Oh, Carl, don't wander. Carl, where are you? Here, go over there and play with those 3 walkers that are freely roaming in the forest. Carl, what were you doing, playing with the 3 walkers roaming in the forest? Carl, where's Carl? Where's Carl? She's like making out with Shane, having sex with Shane, making out with Rick. It's just worst parent ever. Like seriously, zombie apocalypse, and you literally have no idea where your son is ever. You're an idiot. Sorry, it's got to be said. All right, so this is, I believe, Carol's daughter, Sophia, if I remember her correctly. As far as importance, I don't know, maybe B. I'm indifferent to it. It's like Carol was trying to find her. Obviously, she turned into a walker. Herschel had her locked up in his, farm, shed or whatever. I don't know. I just didn't feel like she had like a huge impact. You know what I mean? Obviously, king and queen right here, just like Katie pointed out. Michonne leaving the show really pissed me off. It's just a weird departure. But what a badass. Introduced at the end of season 2, after Herschel's farm was on fire and just like the horde came in. And there she is. You see her silhouette, just like, with the katana and everything. Oh my God, that was such an amazing introduction. And she has been through the ringer, especially that episode where was it RJ or Judith? I forget. Her sister kidnapped the kids and was trying to turn the kids into these mercenary killers. That was the worst. That was when she was pregnant too, and she had to go in there and kill all the kids. That was messed up episode, man. Her sister episode. Ooh, brutal. I think this is, I forget her name. I always forget her name. She's the ex Whisperer. Lydia, I think. I would say she's pretty important because she betrayed Alpha, her mother, and I don't know, she just has turned out to be a pretty cool character. Little weak in that Blizzard episode where she wanted to kill herself and Carol's like, you ain't going anywhere, bitch, come with us. I don't know, interesting to see where, things go with Lydia, even though this whole last season hasn't shown her, doing much. Dawn, I want to put her in D because fuck you, Dawn, you killed Beth. Fuck you, Dawn, you killed Beth. Fuck you, Dawn, you killed Beth. Dawn, you suck. Dawn in her hospital and dumping the bodies down the elevator shaft, she was the worst. I hate Dawn with every ounce of my being. Shiva, is that the name of the tiger? I don't know. C, I mean, really, it's cool, but it was all CGI. But, giving credit where it's due, in that savior battle at Alexandria, Shiva, attacked Negan, I think, before he was able to, or trying to kill Carl or something. I forget, something happened, but props, for that. I don't remember this guy. Doesn't look like Noah. I think that's Noah. Who is this dude? I don't remember. We'll just put him in B because I can't pinpoint it. Now this is the woman that Rick was dating in Alexandria, so we'll put her in D or C. I think. Right, because initially I thought it was Sherry. Yeah, that is the woman who got herself killed, her son killed when they were trying to, they put the walker guts on them trying to escape Alexandria in a peaceful way, along with the Horde. I don't know, she just seemed like really stupid. She was in an abusive relationship with her husband, who Rick shot, like the night he got in Alexandria. Remember that episode? She just, was putting up with him and she wasn't paying attention that this little guy was like ignoring his food and letting bugs crawl over it and stuff. Kind of a bad mom, Cute, would have been a cool match for Rick, ultimately, but, just stupid choices. Hated Gabriel at first, but definitely I would say he's an essential character these days, He's just a badass, but I gotta, point out, like a lot of other people have pointed out, he's only a believer in the Lord and religion when it suits him. So basically, if he, wants to believe in God, then he believes in God. And if he doesn't, then he shoots everybody in the face. Total badass, though, I gotta say, especially in the recent season with Daryl and the Reapers. Like Gabriel has done a lot of awesome stuff in those episodes, man. Especially the one where he's like sniping from the roof. Oh my God, they call me Archangel Gabriel or whatever. I forget. A lot of cool moments with him. The episode with him and Aaron and Robert Patrick, I think that's his name, from Terminator 2. The liquid metal guy. They were, Aaron was trying to convince him to, join up with them as Alexandria. Finally got his name, and then Gabriel just like destroyed his ass. Little crazy moment, but man, he is just. I don't know what's going on in that dude's mind. He is just, like I said, I'm a God, following, priest, and then all of a sudden I'm a cold-blooded killer. He's really tough to read, but definitely an essential character as far as I'm concerned. Now this one, I love her. I think she didn't make it in recent seasons, but she was an ex-savior, I believe, who went to Hilltop or Alexandria, and she's always on every, scavenging mission and just always being an awesome part of the show, even though we all forget her name. But she was definitely awesome, or she might have been in Kingdom too, I forget, whatever. But always loved her character. Sad that she left. I'm gonna skip this guy for now. This is Aaron's former husband. I would say, he was killed in the Savior War, as we know. I forget his name, but sweetheart, I would say A. Definitely an important reason why Aaron is just so adamant about everything. Is this... I don't remember this guy either. I'm going to put him in C. I think he was one of the prisoners at the prison that was like possibly locked up. I'm sorry. These pictures are tiny on the screen. But yeah, I don't remember that. Deanna, I think that's her name. C. I mean, like... okay, cool. I formed Alexandria. We put up some walls. She didn't really have a long-term game plan. It was just kind of like a few walls and a few houses, nice houses, trying to keep life the way it was. But, you know, as soon as Rick and the crew got there, it's like they were running Alexandria, so she was useless. This is that dickhead savior, I think, that tried to screw over Carol. Man, that was a bad idea. That's all I got to say about that. This is the governor's henchman, and I want to say, you know, we'll put him in C. You know, every evil leader's got his, you know, doctor, you know, who just kind of follows him so he doesn't get killed. I don't remember much about him. I think I remember he got bit, and he was like, you know, there to I possibly kill Alexandria as a Andrea as a walker. Seemed cool. It seemed like he was going to betray the governor, but I don't think he ever got a chance to do that, which sucks. Don't remember this woman much. I think she was kind of important. I don't remember her. She was like the wife of somebody, some of the older Alexandrias. I don't remember. This guy looks really familiar, possibly a good guy. I just can't remember what he did. I don't remember. I mean, he looks kind of like Dwight or something, but I don't remember. I think he's a good guy. I don't remember. I have to just kind of rewatch the show and just marathon it and just see who that guy is. I'm pretty sure he's a good guy. I don't know. Maybe he's a bad guy. I don't remember. Ezekiel, yeah, definitely. He's essential. You know, such a weird, bizarre, dramatic introduction to his character on the show, you know, with the kingdom. But man, he's just always been awesome. Just noble. Noble's like the only word I can use to describe him. Just essential. So this has got to be T-Dog. I would say he's an A character. You know, everybody missed him. Yeah, he was awesome. Now again, I thought this was Henry, but Henry is, where the hell is Henry? This is Henry right here. Who the hell's this guy? I don't remember who this guy is. See? He looks like an older Henry. Like here's Henry and Henry again, or somebody like one of the kingdom warriors. This is definitely Henry though. I know that. Who the hell's this? I don't know. I don't remember. All right, so Carl, obviously essential. I mean, we wouldn't have the Alexandria plan of like, you know, keeping everything peaceful and good, and even Negan, you know, like Carl was trying to get through to Negan. Such, you know, started out as a spoiled little brat. Okay, like an immature kid who didn't know what he was doing, where he was going. You know, went into his teen angst phase, which again, Katie pointed out that it was so obnoxious, and it was. But it was short-lived, and then he just became like such an essential badass, like just straight up, no bullshit, you know, just like his dad. I don't know, just like, yeah, he should have lived longer. I think they did Chandler Riggs dirty, you know, on the show too. Something about like he was, you know, his dad was trying to control his career, and his dad was like interfering with the thing, from what I heard. I don't know if this is true, but he was like interfering with the AMC and just kind of going, rah, 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 my son Chandler Riggs, you know, and then he just, like I said, they kind of did him dirty, and I wish he could have lasted longer. I wish he could have lived to see the end of the Savior War, you know, I mean, really, and the Whispers. I mean, he would have just been such an essential character to get us through all these moments. So Dr. Jenner, I think his name is, you know, B, I guess, you know, he explains that, hey, everybody's infected, you're all screwed, you know, and I know he made some appearance in World Beyond, which is cool. Again, I haven't seen that show yet. Abraham, definitely essential, just a sweetheart of a dude, army dude, but just a good guy, you know, like just awesome all the way. Sasha, definitely a, you know, a character, especially the way she sacrificed herself to try to, you know, get Negan taken out at the moment. Yeah, she was cool. Her and the Abraham's vibe. I love Sasha. I thought she was cool, and she had a great vibe when she was a prisoner in Sanctuary. I mean, not a great vibe, just a great energy and strength about her. It's awesome. This is the guy who got Noah killed. So we're going to put him in D. I don't remember his ass, but but I don't remember his name, but he was on the episode where he blew his brains out when him and Glenn were stuck with the walkers surrounding them, and then everybody thought that Glenn was eaten by the walkers under the dumpster. Nick, I think this guy's name was. God, what a coward. Terrible coward. So, Alpha, God, hated her, and the way she speaks. I want my daughter. You're going to bring me my daughter. She is, yeah, wow. She was the kitchen manager in Alexandria. I don't know, I guess. Like she didn't do much. I think Negan took her out when he was, fucking with the Alexandrians that one day. Aaron, obviously, I definitely consider him an essential character these days. I mean, he is the guy ordering all the smart choices, really. Alexandria, savior stuff, battle things. Just, I love Aaron. Introduced cool. I think he was just like a backpacker dude, and somebody brought him in. I forget how he was introduced, but he was just kind of like this fragile, nice guy. I think he was trying to recruit people, possibly not to Alexandria, but somewhere. I forget. Or somebody was recruiting him. I think he was trying to recruit people, but in any case, he's turned into such an important, essential character. This guy, they did him dirty too. Definitely. I forget his name. Oh my God. It's not T-Dog. It's oh my God. Why can I not remember this guy's name? I love him. He was, traveling with Carol after the prison, was, went down, and obviously he was there with Lizzie, the psycho. God, I forget his name. Damn it. I just can't pinpoint it, but yeah. Definitely an important character. I miss him. This asshole, I'm going to put him in C. God, the worst. Just a narcissist, rich little spoiled, wine-drinking, shitbag, Hilltop, dick face. One of the best deaths ever on the show. Definitely. Fuck you, Gregory. Good riddance. Eugene, everybody hated him at first. But man, he turned into one of the most essential characters, in this most recent season. He's a little, the whole thing's a little annoying, with the Commonwealth and everything. But if it weren't for Eugene, the Saviors would have won the war. He sabotaged all of their guns, all of their bullets to fire at them, like when people held them, to try to kill the good guys, our people. That their guns backfired and just shot themselves in the face. What a genius. Just like Mr. Master Manipulator, but in like the best way. I don't know. He's just fantastic. I love the character. I love his my heart's feeling all flippity floppity, and I'm a feeling a little little crazy, topping, from the ice cream dropping, melting in my mouth. Everything he says is so bizarre, like his riffing on whatever's happening in his life. I love his just crazy vocabulary. Nobody really points that out about Eugene, but that's one of the things I really love about his character. Is just he's great. This guy, I think he was the guy. He was one of the saviors. I think. He was either the guy that was blocking the road when Daryl and Jesus, I think it was Daryl and Jesus, I can't remember. He was blocking the road when they were trying to come back, maybe Abraham too, and Daryl totally rocket launched his ass. Or he was the guy that was trying to, do some very bad things to Carl. I forget that guy, but man, what an evil bastard. He's either one of those two guys. I think he was the Carl guy, not the guy on the road with the rocket launcher. I can't remember, but man, he's awful. All right. I do not remember who that is. Possibly Michonne's sister. I can't remember. It doesn't look familiar. She looks kind of like crazy. I don't recognize the face, but I think that was Michonne's sister, and she's crazy, so she goes to D. So if that's Michonne's sister, I can't remember. Oh, the love of my life, Beth. Like, in my opinion, essential character, because when she was introduced, she was basically trying to kill herself at Herschel's farm. Herschel being her father. and Maggie and her and all the stuff that they went through. She saw her father get beheaded by the governor outside the prison. She turned into a really strong character, and just like Katie mentioned in her video, one of the best Walking Dead episodes ever is still the one with her and Daryl, in the cabin, drinking and just talking and bonding. It's such an amazing episode. It definitely really made me love Daryl, even though I loved him before. Like Beth, they just had this bond. She was singing the songs. I always loved when she sang, because Emily Kinney's, she's a pretty great singer-songwriter in real life, and it's just a cool chick. So it was just nice to hear her sing and play piano and stuff like that. And Daryl was obviously falling in love with her. And they did her dirty by bringing her to the stupid hospital, and she was stuck there for a while. And then Dawn, fuck you, Dawn, you fucking shitbag. I just realized that D is not being shown, so let me scroll that down a little bit. There we go. There's all the D people. So anyway, here is Dawn. God, I can't stand her. She totally killed Beth, and I hate Dawn. So there's the D people that I added. That was Michonne's sister. Sorry about that. Like, you guys didn't see that. Or Nick, the guy who got Noah killed. Dickhead governor. I think all that was blocked this entire time. Sorry, I didn't know it was zoomed in that much. But yeah, like all these people, again, this is the kid that was picking on, Henry or Judith. I don't remember, I know he's just a dick. I don't remember the other people, but yeah, definitely governor needs to go to D because he's just the worst. Dawn, second worst. Nick, just a coward dickhead. And if that's Michonne's sister again, I can't remember, another awful, character. So let me scroll back up, get the important ones here. All right, so down here, this is Tainted Meat. I want to call him. I think this is Bob, right? Bob was great. He could even be an A. Had a vibe with, I forget who it was. Maybe Sasha. Yeah, I think Sasha and Bob were kind of falling in love, but he was so great when the cannibals were eating his leg, and he was like, yeah, but I was bit, tainted meat. He's essential. He was great, a great character. The garbage lady. I want to say B, Jadis, right? I want to say B. The whole garbage people episode the season was just so confusing and stupid and weird and annoying, and I don't know. I know she has a huge role on World Beyond, but I don't know what to think of her. I just got to put her in B. Definitely an important character, but also, God, just so annoying. And what was with her living in the garbage heap in this gorgeous, like, Japanese-style apartment with, like, wood and so Buddhist and Zen, and I didn't understand what the hell, she's living like a scumbag and doing her weird art sculptures, but then goes to sleep in this beautiful, like storage trailer or whatever that was just so beautifully set up. It just didn't make sense with all this stuff. So this dickhead, I'll put him in C. This is the drunk, abusive, dickhead husband of Rick's love interest. This one right here, in Alexandria. So I'm pretty sure that's him. When Rick shot him in Alexandria, I was like, yes, sweet, good. Is this the girl from Oceanside? I don't remember her name, but I guess, put her in B. I think she's like the daughter of the mom that was running Oceanside or something. I forget. Oceanside was another, settlement that was like just done dirty. It just seemed like there could have been so much more to that, and they just kind of forgot about it, and then it was gone or whatever. So obviously, last but certainly not least, this guy. I mean, what a story arc. I mean, I liked Daryl in the first season. Didn't know what to expect. I thought he was just like the cool, like tough redneck guy. Definitely had like kind of like a big backstory. But I love that when he was talking to Beth about how, she's like, I think she was talking to him about, what were you before this, like a car mechanic or something? He's like, no, I was like nothing, like literally nothing. Just like drinking and causing havoc and just shooting shit in the woods. he was nothing, you know, and then he just turned into this like incredibly deep, amazing character, always on, you know, like the right side of history, morally, like everything, you know, even though him and Rick had some, you know, fist fights and just kind of like butt heads on a lot of stuff. Daryl, oh my God, I mean, like the show is Daryl. I mean, if he had left when, you know, Rick obviously left in season 9, we wouldn't even know what to expect. Like, it's just like, he's so essential. The trap he gets into with his stupid Reaper girlfriend, you know, like he was trying to do a relationship with her and just didn't work out, you know. And with the rest of the season, the rest of the show, dude, if he and Connie don't get together, I'm gonna just have my heart broken, because he and her, where's Connie? Yeah, right here. It's like, I'm gonna put the two of them together as a nice little, you know, can I get it? Yeah, there we go. Nice little, you know, thing to hopefully that they get together. They are just, you know, there's so much of a chemistry between the two of them. You know, so much. It's like frightening. He's learning sign language for her and everything, and it's just amazing. And Dog, of course, is, you know, Dog is the best. But yeah, Daryl, I mean, we could go on and on talking about Daryl's story arc, but look at all the shit that he's been through. He carries Beth out of the hospital after Dawn shoots her in the head, and, you know, he's delivering her to Maggie. So, you know, Maggie and Beth saw Herschel get, you know, beheaded. Daryl carries Beth out to, you know, Maggie, so she sees her sister die shortly after that. You know, her husband gets brutally beaten to death by Negan, which, you know, again, no spoilers. You know, when I upload this, it's going to be all just like, you know, stuff that we already know. And I'm just trying to think what else. Just everything that he's gone through. Living in the woods, like during, you know, when Rick disappeared, and, you know, just, you know, fending for himself for those 3 years or whatever, you know, the time jump. Everything. I mean, fighting Beta, what a fucking badass moment, and just his final thing with Beta was so satisfying. Oh my God. You know, everything. The Savior War, the Reapers, you know, taken out. You know, yeah. For some reason, he's not in the list, but the leader of the Reapers, you know, whatever the guy's name, you know, mustache, glasses, whatever. He took him out. It's just everything. Daryl has been through everything. Daryl and Carol, you know, like trying to get her to come back to them when she was living outside of Kingdom. Just, he cannot, like, you know, he has such a strong bond with everybody. Carol, Judith, you know, Rick, Michonne, I'm not sure, you know, like much. I just can't remember, you know, their interactions. But, you know, he had such a huge connection with Rick and you know, Carol, obviously, and Judith, and hell, even, I'm trying to think, even, no, I was going to say Dwight, but not really. Yeah, Morgan and Daryl, not, you know, not much. You know, it just seems like there's like a distance between all them. I'm just looking at the other characters. Yeah, I don't know. He's just Daryl and Carol, Daryl and, you know, Rick, Daryl and Connie, of course. I mean, oh my God, I love the two of them. I think Daryl and Jesus, I mean, they had such a rough beginning, you know, when Jesus was like kicking his ass when they were on the you know, out scavenging for supplies. He, like, Jesus fucked Daryl up, you know, but then I think they became close after that. But yeah, I don't know. Gabriel too, I think he's got a nice vibe with him. Again, you know, Ezekiel, and also, you know, another character that's missing from here, obviously, is Princess. Like, I got to do another video of this, updated, where it truly has everybody there. We need Princess. Where the hell is Princess? I love her so much. She's so great. And there's got to be somebody else that's missing. I know somebody else essential is missing. Obviously, Eugene's, you know, the catfish woman, you know, from the Commonwealth, and then the real girl who is, God, I always forget, the awesome dude in the Commonwealth, black guy, like, you know, the leader of the army. What the hell is his name? I always forget. Anyway, his sister, you know, Eugene's now girlfriend, they're missing. You know, it's like all these newer characters, and the guy from Kicking and Screaming, Josh Hamilton, the guy who plays what the hell, Hornby or whatever, Hornsby, I forget his name. God, he's the worst. Such a double cross. There's a lot of people missing from this. I just realized that, you know, just finishing up this video. But anyway, my first attempt at doing a ranking. Hopefully y'all, you know, you all dug this in some way or another. Again, no spoilers. I'll put that in the title. I'm going to definitely find another good Walking Dead thing that has everybody. What I loved about Katie's was she had, you know, the Fear the Walking Dead, the World Beyond, and she had like the regular Walking Dead in one ranking thing, and it was so perfect. You know what I mean? So I should do one like her, but this is, like I said, my first attempt doing this. I'd love to do more. I'd love to rank, you know, shows I've seen, you know, like 6 Feet Under, you know, this and that, like whatever, all the shows that I've raved about through the years, Gilmore Girls, you know, Dawson's Creek, all this stuff. So yeah, that'll be fun now that I figured out how to do these things, and it's just pretty easy. And I love how all the, you know, images are always the same size. It's really easy to do this. Tiermaker.com is what you want to use if you want to do one of these yourself. But yeah, really fun, awesome stuff. You know, again, feel free to be salty with me if you want. You're like, why the hell would you put them in S or A or C or D? It's fine. I mean, I'm just, you know, like my memory is so bad, like going back to some of these characters, which I don't remember, you know, who they are. But there are a lot of people missing from this, definitely. Really important people. Jesus, I would even consider, I don't know, there's like a lot of people missing. I mean, like Alpha's, you know, like Thora Birch, like she's an important character too. You know, Alpha's, you know, not her daughter, I don't think, but she was like the single mom or something that left her baby. I forget, or her sister did, but yeah, she was important in the recent season of that. Yeah, I'm just trying to think what else, but yeah, definitely incomplete. So. But that was fun. I just wanted to use a pre-built template for The Walking Dead. So, again, you know, thanks for joining me for this. What is this? Under 50 minutes. So yeah, I definitely want to do more of these. It's just a fun thing to do. I was totally caffeinated, and I wanted to just kind of set this up and just kind of mess around with it because it's just fun. So there, you know. So again, there you go. Walking Dead characters ranked with a handful of them missing. But yeah. You know, not much else to say. Just stay safe, stay healthy, stay cool, be kind always, pay it forward, have the backs of your ladies, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks again.